Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well and I hope you're always in a good condition. So, in today's video, I'm gonna be doing a tutorial video about how to make a news app and using API. So, first, we're going to use this API, which is Berita Indo API next.verso.app. This is the project of Satya Wikananda. Shout out to Satya Wikananda. So this is his project where we can get a news API in Indonesia. So first, I use the CNN News for the sport section, and I use the CNBC News for the technology section. And we gotta need this converter, JSON to Dart. I will put this link on the description below. So this is to convert the JSON data to Dart. Okay, so first we gotta make a new Flutter project. Just use the empty application, and I have a folder already. So we're just going to make news app. Okay, so it's creating the project. Just wait until it's done, like so. So inside this main.dart, we can just write debug show check mode banner false, like so. Okay, so next we just gotta leave this thing, and we make new folder inside the lib folder called presentation. So inside this presentation folder, we might want to make two folders, which is home page, or just home page, and also detail page. Okay, so inside this home page, we're going to make a new file, which is the home page.dart. So we're gonna just focus on these things first and make a stateful, like so, and just home page. Okay, just name it home page, simple. Now we might want to make a scaffold, like so. So first we will make an app bar. So let's try to delete these cons, and app bar, like so. So inside this app bar, we gotta write center title true, and then title. We might want to write rich text. So rich text, then text span, children. So inside this children, we might want to write again the text span. So text, right here we want to warta. So warta in Indonesia means news. Okay, so don't forget to, before this rich text, I want to give the background color into black. Colors.black, and we might want to give it a style, text style. So color colors, sorry, colors white, and then we gotta add the font weight. Okay, so font weight bold, like so. So font weight bold, or maybe we gotta set to W 900. So the weight is 900, and the font size, we're just going to set it into like so. Okay, so oh yeah, I forgot to open this simulator, sorry. Okay, so right here we have the simulator, just so like so. Okay, so to see the display, we might want to go to the main dart and delete this scaffold and write homepage. Okay, like so. Now try to debug. Try to run it. Okay, just wait until the Xcode build done, and wait the app to run. Okay, now we have this on the app bar. We go back to the home page and make another text pan, and the text, just write Nusa. So Nusa stand for Nusantara because I take the news from Indonesia. Okay, so background color, just set it to colors blue accent. Okay, so next we're going just copy this thing and delete this. Okay, so now it's just like this. We try to refresh. Okay, so the display, it's going to be oops, like this. Okay, the app bar, just simple. Now the app bar is done, and we're going to make the bottom navigation bar. Okay, so just write bottom navigation bar, and we just ignore the items. Okay, like so. First, selected item color, colors blue accent. Unselected item color, we set it to colors blue gray, and set the background color to colors dot black, and we set the elevation into 10. Okay, like so. And the item, bottom navigation bar item, so this is the first item, sorry, icon. So icons dot event, emoji dot events. Okay, like so. And the label, set to sport, so like so. And we gotta make another bottom navigation bar item. Okay, to make it simple, just copy, write cons. Okay, so we're going to just copy this thing and paste it down there, and the icons we change it to developer board, and change the label into tech. Let's refresh. So now it's going to be like this. Okay, so I think the size is too small, guys. Let's just make set the size into 30. Don't forget the comma. We do the same thing, size 30. Okay, refresh. Okay, so it's become bigger. Now what we're going to do is to make the widget of the news. So it's going to be the list of the news that we can read later on. We can tap and go to the detail page right here. Okay, so let's just make it. Inside this home page folder, we're going to make a widget folder like so. And inside this widget folder, we're going to make item news widget dart like so. Okay, so inside this item news widget, we're going to make a stateless widget and name it item news widget, and we're going to delete this and change it by container. And then we want a decoration, box decoration. But before we fill the box decoration, we might want to give it a margin, symmetric. The vertical, we set it into 8, while the horizontal, we set it into 16, like so. Just add the cons, like so. Okay, so inside this box decoration, we want to have box shadow, and box shadow, sorry, we want this bracket first and then box shadow, like so. And the color, we set it to colors black 38, and the blur radius, we set it into 10, and the offset, we're going to set it to min 0 min 4.0, sorry, and this one 5.0, like so. Add the cons, and let's try to refresh. Okay, it's not done yet. So next, outside this box shadow, we're going to make a color and set it to colors black, and border radius only, set it into like bottom left, radius circular 15.0, and bottom right just same. Okay, let's just copy and we change into top right. Refresh. It's not there yet because we haven't write the body yet, sorry. Body and item news widget. Let's try to, okay, now the container is full like this. Okay, so we're going to fix it, and maybe we change the blur radius into 3. Okay, like so. Next, outside this box decoration, we might want to we want child row. Inside this row, we want children, and we want the clipped are rect. Inside this we want the border radius. We want to set the border radius only, and set the bottom left radius circular 15.0, like so. Okay, I'm going to add the cons, and outside this clip are rect. Oh, sorry, inside the clip are rect, we're going to add child and image network. Okay, so image network, it's not happy because there's a cons. Okay, so and fill it with the URL of the picture. We're going to go back to the API, just take the image link, for example this one, and copy and paste it right here. Okay, so we're going to set the width into 120, and let's say the height into 100, and the fit, box fit cover, let's try to. Okay, so now it's like this. Now we're going to add the text right here for the title. Okay, now outside this clip rect, sorry, we're going to make a size box, and the width, set the width into maybe 10. Then add the cons right here, also add the cons, so. And now we might want to add the expanded. Inside this expanded, oops, sorry, the child is text, and for example the title, just copy this thing, just for example. Oops, just use a dummy data first, and style, text style, set the color into colors white, and set the font size into font size 16, and the font weight W900. Okay, now we're going to add the max lines 3, and I'm going to add the overflow text overflow ellipsis. Okay, so just add the constructor here, and so the display will be like this. Maybe we're going to decrease into 1600, or maybe 700. Yep, that's good enough. So this is the UI for the home page, just simple as this. Okay guys, so now we are done for the home page UI. Now it's we're going to move on to the detail page and focus only on the detail page UI. So what we're gonna do is create a new file, detail page.dart. Inside the detail page folder, enter, and inside this file we might want to make a stateless widget and name it as detail page, as simple as that. And we want to change this thing into scaffold. So inside this scaffold, we want to have an app bar. Just copy from the home page, app bar until the end. Okay, tail page, just paste it, and we want to have a leading. Okay, so inside this leading, one icon button. Okay, so just want to make it tidy, unpressed. Just fill it with this thing. Okay, and the icon we want arrow back iOS new, and color we set it to colors dot white. Okay, like so. Just add the cons. Okay, so if you want to make if you want to see the display of the detail page, we might want to change this thing into detail page and just reload the app. Okay, so now we have an app bar with a leading button right here. So next is close the app bar. Okay, so under the app bar you might want to make a column, so a body, and then column, 9 axis alignment, 9 axis alignment center. Then we want to have children, and inside the children we want to have interactive viewer. So inside the child parameter we want to make center, and inside the center we want to the child is hero. So let's make it tidy. So the tag, just write it image, and the child is image network, and we're going just to take the image from the home page, I mean the item news widget. So from here, copy and paste it here. So just reload it. Sorry, we are going to make the change the main axis alignment into cross axis alignment, center. Okay, now just reload it. Okay, so it shows the image, and now next we're going to add the title, date, and the content. Okay, so now we're going to make the title and go outside the interactive viewer and make a size box. The height is 10. So just add the cons. Next we want to make center, and inside the center we want a padding. Oops. So inside the padding, age insets all 8.0, and we make inside the padding child, and inside it we want a text. So the text is the title. Take it from here, just for the dummy data. Okay, like so. Add the style, don't forget text style. Set the color to colors black, and the font weight W900, and the font size is 25. Okay, just add the cons. So let's reload it. Okay, so it shows the title already. Next, we want to make the the date. Yes, the date right here. So it's quite easy. Just copy the sized box right here, side center, and copy from padding. Okay, make it tidy. Like so, just delete this thing and bold, and I'm going to write the date, for example 12 12 2024. Okay, so just reload like so, and now we might want to make the content right here. Okay, so outside the padding, we want to make the content. Just paste it from here, paste it here, and we go to the API and copy the content right here and paste it here. Okay, just delete this thing and set the font size to 18. Okay, so reload. Okay, so the detail page will be like this, and don't forget to make a note. For example, right here, this is the title, and then here date, and here the content. I forget to add the navigator pop navigator pop context. Okay, like so. Okay, now we are done for the design, I mean the UI for the detail page. And after this, we're going to enter the tricky part, which is to connect the app and the API so that the app can take the data from the API. Okay guys, so the next step is we're going to make a new folder inside the lib folder, which is called model, and we're going to go to the API and copy from here until here without the comma, like so. And we might want to paste it right here because it has the closing bracket right here and right here. So we're going to add it like so and like so. Just name it response news. Okay, so generate dart, and all of this we're going to copy all of this copy Dart code to clipboard. Inside this model, make a new file which called response news.dart and paste it all over that. So after that, we might want to make another new file which is called news.dart for the data. So from here until here, just cut and paste it right here. Okay, just import it, and we gotta make another new file which is called images.dart and copy this class called image, cut and paste it right here. Okay, so don't forget to import this one, import library package news app model image.dart. Okay, like so. So the next step is we're going to make a new folder inside lib called network. Inside this network, we might want to make a new file called netclient.dart. After we make the netclient file, we might want to add a dependency called http. Just wait and check if the dependency is there. So this is the dependency, guys. So let's go back to netclient. Okay, so next step is we want to import a package http.dart as http. Okay, like so. And next we want to make a class. So we want to make a class called netclient. Inside we want to make a variable. Just write final string and name it as base URL. So we're going to take the base URL from the API, which is this one until here. Yes, and we just need to copy and paste it down there. Okay, don't forget the semicolon. So the next step is we want to make a future and make this bracket and just write response response news right here. So fetch news and then a bracket, and then inside we make another bracket required string news. Okay, now we make asynchronous and another bracket. Okay, so next step we want to make a final response. Just write response and await http dot get, and we might want to write URI dot parse. So want to use the base URL and plus news, like so. Don't forget the semicolon. Next is we want to make try. Inside the try we want to use the condition response dot status code equal 200, return response news dot from JSON decode. So the source is response dot body. Don't forget the semicolon, and then else throw exception failed to load news. Don't forget the semicolon. We fill this catch by writing throw exception uh, e to string, and don't forget the semicolon, like so. So as you can see, the fetch news is not error anymore. So let's just get into the next step. So first we're going to go back to the home page, and we might want to make a list right here about this override, and just list, then string, like so, and the name is endpoint. Okay, make this bracket and fill it with the endpoint of the URL. Just go back to the API and we take this one at the end first, and the second for the second section, which is the technology section. We're just going to copy this thing and paste it just right there, and don't forget the semicolon. And next is we want to make a variable for the bottom navigation bar so that it can move from one section to another section. I'm going just to write integer and write it by current index equal 0, and don't forget the semicolon, just like so. So next step is we want to make a future builder inside the body. Just delete the item widget before and make future builder, and we make it tidy. Inside this future we want to write not client dot fetch news. Oops, sorry, the fetch news outside the bracket. Okay, like so, and add the bracket news endpoint, and add the bracket current index, just like so. So next step, we're going to fill this builder. First thing, we're going to write a bracket like so, and another bracket. Just enter, and we fill this parameter by build context, then async snapshot response news. Sorry, snapshot, just like so. Okay, next step is we want to fill this thing. So fill it with if condition. The condition is connection state. Connection state. Oops, sorry. Snapshot dot connection state equal connection state dot waiting. Inside value we return const center. The child is progress circular progress indicator. It's like so. Don't forget the semicolon. Else if snapshot dot has error, return cons center child text text snapshot snapshot dot error to string, just like so. Wait, it's still error. So it's not happy because there is a cons right here. Just delete the cons, okay, like so. And else, just fill it with final news equal snapshot dot data, okay, like so. Return list view builder, list view builder. Let's make it tidy. And we want to fill with item count. Just fill it maybe 15 first, and then we might want to make a function and fill it with context, index, and the value we fill it with return item news widget, like so. Don't forget the semicolon. Okay, so we are done for the home page, and we're going to make, of course, we're going to move and set the bottom navigation bar. Okay, so current index equal current index, and then we want on tap value, and we want a set state. So the set state, fill it with current index equal value, just like so. Okay, now we're done for the home page. Let's just check the home page by changing this thing. Okay, just refresh. Okay, so it it shows the data because we fill it right here, the item count 15, but we haven't changed the item news widget by the data that we take from the API. So the picture and the title is still default or dummy data. So let's just working on this thing. So we move to item news widget. Okay, so we want to make final right here, data and news, just like so. And this one, he is not happy because it doesn't have this thing. So we just hover this thing and quick fix and add final field formal parameters, just like so. And then we might want to wrap this container with gesture detector, wrap with widget gesture detector. Okay, so after gesture detector, we want untap and fill it with this function. Okay, so fill it with, oops, sorry, navigator dot push Let's make it tidy. Change the root by material page root. Make it tidy. Change the builder. I mean, fill the builder by context. I forgot the bracket. Sorry. And arrow function and detail page. Okay, just like so. And then we want to change the image and the title with the data that we take from the API. Simple. Just delete this thing. Change with news dot image dot large. Okay, and this thing simple. Just change with news dot title. Oops, news dot. I forgot the name. Let me think. Title. Okay, it's not happy because there's a cons right here, and just move the cons. Oops, to here. Okay, like so. Just refresh. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot to fill this thing with news. Oops. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, just add this thing. Index. Okay. Now refresh. So wait till the loading is done. Okay, now we're done for the home page. See? And we want to check if the bottom navigation bar is working or not. Okay, that's good, pretty good. It's working. See, it shows the sport section and it shows 15 data. If you want to, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so if you want to add the data, because actually from the API it has many data. See, total 100. You can just add by changing the item count amount. So if you want 20, refresh it, it's become 20, like so. Simple as that. Now what we want to do is the detail page. We want to work on the detail page. Just click this thing. See, it still show the data, the dummy data, sorry. So we want to work on it. Just go to the detail page file, and we want to make a same final data news, like so. Quick fix, and just click on that button. Okay, by the way, this one will get an error because we haven't filled, like so. Okay, so next is we want to change this image network. Just delete this thing and change by news dot image dot large, just like so. This thing, just change it by oops, news dot title. Yep, it's not happy because there is a cons right here, like so. Move the cons here and fill the date. But right here, it's quite not quite. It's a little bit tricky because just we can see that the date is like this. So we want to change the format by adding an additional code. Just write this thing, and we want a dollar sign to call the variable, then news dot iso date dot toString dot substring, fill it with 0 and 10. Okay, let's see why it is error. Oh, it's not happy because it has a cons. Just like so, guys. Textile, add the cons, and this one, of course, we want to fill it with news dot. Oh yeah, it has a cons. News dot content snippet. Okay, just like so. Then we want to refresh. Just refresh it. See? Remember, okay, this is the picture and this is the title. Okay, it's done. Stop Score Liga Champions, and this is the date, and this is the content. And we want to check if the button of the app bar is working or not. Okay, it's working. Let's check on the text section. Just click randomly. Okay, it's working, guys. Okay, now we are done already. So this is our news app. Maybe that's all the tutorial. I hope it is beneficial for you and for all of us. And you could try what I've been explained. So, yep. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial video. And please mind to click the like button if you like this video, and click the subscribe button too. And don't forget to consider to leave a comment if you have any suggestion for me. Maybe that's all. Thank you so much for watching. See you in another video.